Cool. Salutations to the prime 747 24/7 361 degrees. Peace to the family. I want to say thank you for everybody that will be coming in. Peace and love, peace and joy. We're broadcasting from Shell Home right now, and it is a sacred moment. We have reached the end of another cycle. It is 1428-1 in the Codex, and tomorrow we begin a new cycle, or what one would consider to be a new year. So, if you're not aware, we have come into a new age. Some may call it Aquarius, some may call it the age of information. We also call it the age of Tanun. All right. So, whatever you would relate to this moment, you know that we are on the threshold of something very important, something very monumental as well. All right. So, I'd like to formally introduce myself. I am Solar Prime Supreme 131 Lazarus Lamel of the Messiah Code movement, as well as the Tuwalu tribe. Okay. What is a Messiah? A Messiah is a leader or savior of a particular group or a cause. Also, a Messiah is one who is preparated for war. So, like I said, we're broadcasting from the Holy Land of Shalom. And I wanted to share some thoughts with everyone about the new cycle, about the new year that's coming in. I wanted to say a couple prayers. I wanted to, I just want to give thanks. I really want to give thanks for everything, for everything that I have and everything that I have not. You know, I really want to give thanks. I want to connect up, and I want everyone to know that we are on the precipice of something very monumental. Right. So since since the year 2017, we have been sorry, since the year 2017, we have been marking a calendar, and this calendar represented when time started over. Now, time is a product of the mind. It's a product of the body. Essentially, the word tiempo or time comes from the word temple, or what you refer to as a temple. All right. Some may say time is an illusion. Shout out to Bobby Black. Thank you for your attendance. We are broadcasting from the holy land of Shalom, brother. We have we have a sacred land that we're building up in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we call this place Shalom. And what I am doing is I'm burning a holy fire to bring in the idea of us coming into a new cycle. What I wanted to explain is This for anybody watching it, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you watching right now. What I wanted to explain is how time started over. 2017, that's when time started over. All right. And what it represented, time started over. You think about 2017, adds up to one. It adds up to one or zero or one or 10, which is binary. All right. But we came into the 13th month, the first day, and the first moon on March 1st, 2017. All right. That's when essentially we start keeping you know the clock, the calendar. We were basically writing down each day. And basically keeping up with the calendar and focus on how time or how dimensions move within the space of the body of the Messiah. That's the only way I can kind of explain it in such a way. All right. But when you think about these things, I want you to think about it like this. All right. You have you have three things that you keep track of when it comes to time. You keep track of the stars, you keep track of the earth, and you keep track of the moon. These are all cycles. Now, in our calendar, there are 392 days in the calendar. Thank you for everybody coming in here. State your name, put it in the comment section. You are relevant. I will be doing readings as well with the sacred stones of the Codex. I have the sacred stones of the Codex with me. So I will be doing, some readings, you know, Lord willing. Now let me explain this thing about time real quick. Time in reality is not what you think it is. It's not measured by what you perceive it to be. Gravity is affected by mass. Hear me out on this. Gravity is affected by mass. Sometimes people they don't calculate the idea that mass is relative to the weight of how you feel about something or how you are connected to something in some sort of way. It creates a mass because that same mass creates gravity or an attraction. All right. And this is what they call the weight of one's heart. The weight of one's heart. Sometimes the weight of your heart weighs heavy, and that same weight causes an attraction or a curvature within the space time continuum. And thus, that gravity, that gravity, it attracts that which you want to come into reality. All right. So let me explain this. Some may think it's 365 days in a year, but that's according to if one is going around the sun. All right. But we are not going around the sun. We are moving within the sun because we are in the heliosphere of the sun. We are in the body of the sun. Okay. So that's what we're moving through the body of it. All right. And the sun is actually moving throughout the cosmos and throughout the universe. All right. So the number 14 guards how many months there are because there are 28 days in each month. And you have 392 days or what you consider perceived to be days in one single cycle. And you might say, how do you come up with the calculation? Well, look, check this out. Creation was done in a periodical moment of seven. It was done in the idea of seven. Think about it. We we move in 7 days. naturally. It's naturally you feel like 7 days is just a part of a cycle of some sort. But those 7 days represent the seven principles of creation, which is the mind, correspondence, which is as above, so below. Then you got um vibration, and then you got polarity, then you got rhythm, you got cause and effect, and then you also have gender. But all of these things, these days or these principles, they don't flow one after the other. They all flow simultaneously. They all flow simultaneously. So this is something that we share when it comes to the codex. And now with the 392 days in the calendar, what you know is this: with the 392 days, 392 is evenly divisible by 7. It's 14 times 28. Now you might say, well, why the 14? See, the 14 represents the animated and the dormant. Man, shout out to Bankstar. Welcome to Sha'om. Welcome to Sha'om. This is the Holy Land. As you know, we are in the province of North Carolina, but we have a holy land that we have erected in North Carolina called Sha'om. Pretty soon we're going to be building pyramids back there. You know, you can't see back in the forest, but and it's a mountain above us. It's a mountain. I don't know if you can see that. It's a mountain that we will be climbing all the time. All right. Let me speak to you on this idea of, you know, time. You know, tomorrow is the new year for the age of Aquarius. Some call it the age of Aquarius, but it's, you know, you can call it whatever you want to call it. Some people get offended when we call it age of Aquarius. So I don't want to offend nobody, but you got to admit we are in something, something's going on. We are in a transferring of something. We are in a precipice of something, you know? So but we call it Tanun, the Tuwalu, our tribe, we call it Tanun. This time, this time is Tanun. You know what I mean? It is after the age of Revelations, or what you consider to be the book of Revelations. We look at like the book of Revelations and like the Quran, like time itself, because if it represents a reflection of time, a scrambled up version of time. Hear me out. If you look at every verse in the Bible and every verse in the Quran, you have two dots next to it. Go ahead, go look in the Bible. You be seeing different verses, right? And all of those verses got two dots. But when I go look next to time, guess what I see? If you go see what time it is, you're going to see two dots next to time. Am I right? Am I right? You're going to see two dots next to time if you go see what time it is. But if you go look and see what verse in the Bible or the Quran or whatever, it is jotted by two dots. You know what I mean? Singing the age of Aquarius. Yeah. Um, this is what I wanted to tell you. Tomorrow is the New Year celebration. It is 112 in the Codex. Today's date in the Codex is 1428-1. And that's what I wanted to explain to the people. I wanted to explain to people that we have been charting down the time. We have been keeping a chronicle um, record, a chronology of time since we have come into the new age. When we affectionately came into the new age March 1st, 2017, which was really 1311 in the Codex. All right. And like I was explaining to the people, it is not like, for instance, you know, it is not 24 hours in a day, right? It's 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 6 seconds, give or take. Now, if you know it's not that much, if it's not 20, that you they're still in time. They're already still in time. You already know it. So if it's not a complete 24 hours, you know the clock is twisted. You know the clock is twisted. But let me bring y'all back. Let me bring y'all up to date and let y'all know what's truly going on. Look, we have come into the new age of what is called Tanun. Ta, see, Ta represents um, it represents Taurus. Taurus is really Pleiades. Hear me out. Y'all got to listen to this drop. Y'all might have to take notes on this. I really want y'all to listen to this drop on this. It's a decode. It is information. It is a arcana apocalypse. If I want to tell you about this, all right, hear me out. Look, so Ta Nun, the age of Ta Nun represents Taurus. Taurus is Pleiades because Pleiades represents the seven sisters or the seven sisters. The seven sisters, the seven sisters represent the seven pillars of wisdom, which represent a woman fundamentally. It represents the seven aspects of the seven colors of a rainbow. All right. But it represents the seven degrees of consciousness. Okay. But it represents also when you get on your seven. Okay, and that is Pleiades, which is which is Patal and ladies. Patal, Patal and ladies. See, Patal represents to express something and bring it, utter it into existence. And the wisdom of the woman is uttering something into existence. And what did she utter into existence? She uttered into existence the man, which is Ta, which is tough. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's Ta Rus, because Ta is actually Pata, as in, for instance, it represents the head, because Ta represents the head. But Ta is also Rosh. Ta is also Rosh, which represents the head as well. And that's why you got Roshtafarians or Rastafarians, because Roshtafarians represents Rosh, which represents the head. And Rosh is actually one of the descendants of Israel. Rosh. You know what I'm saying? But these are important principles to know and to get when it comes to fundamentally knowing what this information represents. All right. Now, again, we came into a new age. This new age is Ta Noon. So when I said noon, you might say, well, why you say noon? Because noon represents the whale, because we came out of the belly of the whale, which was Pisces. So that was noon. So it's Tanun. So Tanun was able to speak his way or speak her way into existence from the belly of the whale, or what you consider to be the belly of the beast. All right. Now, this is so deep because the beast is not what you think it is. The beast is really the computer, because um in the Quran they relate the beast to a hasub. And hasub is when they talk about um because of man's lack of faith, that you know Allah will bring forth a creature or a beast that will be made from the it will say from basically the elements of the earth, but it will speak to man. It was basically a prediction of the computer itself. All right, which they call it a hasub. Not the fact that it's like a beast, like it's a beast. No, like it can get things done like a beast. Like it can get things done like a whole bunch of stuff done very fast. You know what I mean? So yes. So yeah, I heard people say that acronym of Israel, which is Isis, Ra, and El. And some may differ because they be like, it's a totally different language. But I differ with those people because what they don't understand, that we live in the now. Like It's an encryption. Some things are encrypted in the past, so we would know it in the now. So we would know it, and if we would be able to know it in some sort of way. It's an encryption. It's some way it's encrypted. So let me explain some stuff real quick. Let me explain some stuff. Man, man, I feel happy. Look, listen, my wife is happy. I feel happy. And I would love for my congregation and the people that support this message to be happy for us. Be happy for us because what we have here, we have an opportunity to build something great together. I'm telling you, tomorrow is the start of a new year. If you would like to get up with us tomorrow for Happy New Day, all right, but we're going to get up also for a Happy New Year. All right, because tomorrow is going to be a day when the ball rises. Tomorrow is going to be the day when the ball rises. See, we observe the ball rises rising as opposed to them watching the ball drop. The ball rising is the sun rising. It's the sun rising. But you see this right here? You see this right here? This represents the consciousness of each and every one of us looking within and creating a spheric object that looks like a dot. And everything starts from the dot. Everything starts from the dot. And the dot was also called El Kub. El Kub. All right, which starts with the letter Q, which also represents the queen, the woman, the woman. Now, at the center of the zodiac was the woman because she was the pregnant hippopotamus. When you look at the temple of Dendora, and you will see on the ceiling, you will see a woman pregnant, and right now the woman is pregnant. Like all of y'all women are pregnant. Every woman that will watch this video from now until then that watch this video is pregnant. And you might say, with what? With a thought, with a thought to come into manifestation. And that's how man infestation, that's how man infested the world because she thought of it first. She thought of it first. So this is some real stuff, man. This is some real stuff. And we coming in to a cycle where we look, only thing we got to do is think it. And we will be able to collapse the particle into a wave. And look, it will solidify and become a human being or become like a situation that you didn't even know that was going to happen in your life. This is the power of messiahship. Like what I would like to tell y'all, like forget all the cataclysm religions, all of these religions that preach cataclysm. Don't follow those religions. I'm telling y'all, if any advice I would tell you do's and don'ts to do, don't follow cataclysm. Cataclysmism. You might say, why is that? What is cataclysm? Um, what is that type of religion you talking about? I'm talking about that preach constantly about the end of the world. Don't listen to these people, please, because it is the end of them, not the end of you. It's the end of them, not the end of you. Look, they try to treat the Bible like a script to follow. But what I'm telling you is that the book of Revelations is done. It's over. It's over. Like you are living in a time, in a new time, in a new age. Tomorrow, look, is 112 in the Codex. The word is Au Ba. Auba. And you can say that to your mind. You can say that with yourself. Auba. 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 Each day has a name in our calendar. Listen, every day is special. You got to live it like your last. You got to live it like your first. You hear me, y'all? If anything I can tell you as a brother, as as whatever I am to you. When we talking about building this, listen, you got to live every day like it's unique. You got to live every day like it's special. You got to keep the fire lit. You literally got to keep the fire lit, man. And you might say, well, how do I keep the fire lit? Listen, the same way I'm keeping this fire lit with fuel, you gotta provide life with fuel at times. Look, people be doing the same things over and over instead of trying something new. How you think we got here? We got here by trying something new, trying something different, taking a risk, betting on. Look, listen, we bet on ourselves. Imagine that. How many times people gonna say, "Man, bet"? Well, you bet. Well, why don't you bet on yourself for a change? Bet on yourself. Like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, like, I'm a bet on myself. Yeah. Auba. Auba. Because listen, it's A, I, and then it's A. So it's triple A, U, and then it's B, A. Auba. Auba. It's like four vowels and a B, A. Yo, listen, we lit right now. Listen, this is the start of something special. I would just want to let y'all know y'all are at the start of like, forget the number. People be looking for numbers. Like, you be looking for how many people to be on the live so you can stay on the live. Forget all that shit because you don't want a whole bunch of people on the live. We want to creep through the signal. We want to creep through the signal when we want quality instead of quantity. Like, niggas want quality. They look. People want quantity. They want a whole bunch of people that don't really have their heart in a situation. No, we don't want that. Nah, y'all can back up. Go. See you. Listen, we need people that really is tired of YouTube in a situation and getting nowhere. We want people that feel like, yo, it's time to elevate. It's time to levitate. It's time to create, machines. On this holy land, you're gonna see us create crazy machines. You be like, oh man, these dudes are creating rocket ships. Oh man, these dudes are creating the next such and such to keep us preserved as a people, to keep us healthy, to grow food. Man, listen, I'm gonna utilize AI to grow food. You gonna say, for real? Yes. What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna figure out everything, all the plants, everything that's out here. Listen, when I really get time to sit here and search this land and go hard on this land, I'm gonna find everything that lives on this land. I'm gonna name every tree. I'm gonna have a relationship with every tree. My word. I'm gonna have a relationship with every tree, and every tree I'm gonna be able to call upon a tree because and I'm gonna mix. I'm gonna tell y'all some real Native American stuff. I'm gonna mix my dung with the trees as well because you might say, well, why would you do that? Well, whether you know it or not, it's a network beneath your feet. It's a network beneath your feet that the trees are running. And it's a network of fungus that moves through the roots of the trees. So you think the trees are speaking up top. No, the trees are speaking beneath your feet. Ah, man, that's some deep stuff to just think about. And then the only way you can really connect with them is for them to know you. Like, people are not trying to let the trees know them. And how would the trees know you? How would the land know you? The only way it can know you is through your bodily secretions, like your blood, like your spit, like your defecation, your defecation. I'm just telling you the truth. How you think these people were connected to the land? People were connected to the land because the land was connected to them. It was their source. It was their source of life itself. It was their source for them to come into existence and for them to sustain themselves. It was their source. You know what I mean? And we going back to that. Listen, when you see this holy land, I know you see it's dark right now. Good. That means it's peaceful back there. I know you see it's dark. Good. Good. It's monsters back there. And if you brave enough, let's go back there together. Let's go back there together if you really brave enough. I'm telling you, if you really brave enough, let's go back there together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're going to build warriors. We're going to build warriors here. We're going to build people that aren't afraid of the dark. People say, "Well, come on, let's go in the dark, Lamel. Let's do it." Nah, I'm just speaking from the mystery. I'm just speaking like talking about the mystery, essentially. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me do this. I wanna do something with y'all real quick while we next to the fire. I keep on trying to keep the fire lit while we talking. Um, hug and kiss the trees. Yes, hug and kiss the trees. Yes. Look, I want to do something with you guys. I want to do man, man, oh man, we just really at a special moment. We're gonna look at these times years back. You know, I'm gonna have a calling for a lot of y'all. I'm gonna say, yo, man, come to Shell Home and help us work on the pyramid. You're gonna say, for real? I'm gonna say yes, for real. Yeah, I'm gonna give each and every one of y'all a call. I'm like, yo, man, look, donate 50 hours or donate 8 hours, donate 10 hours, donate 20 hours to Shell Home and help us build a pyramid. That's gonna be the phone calls that you're gonna be getting from your brother Lazarus Lamel. I'm not gonna play no games. And I'm gonna say, let's build a healing center. For real, let's build a healing center. Let's work on energy efficiency where we can create the magnetron, where we can create a self-sustaining power cell that is generated from magnets, from the centrifuge of magnets. Let's do that. Let's do something special. Let's figure out how to grow organic food without utilizing all that stuff that they utilizing, and let's make the best of the land. You know what I want to build? I want to build tree houses. Y'all want to know my new hobby that I'm going to build on the land? I'm going to tell y'all some real stuff. Forget I know I'm going to have some cottages and everything like that. That would be essential for what we thinking. But what we're really thinking is we're tribal. And if you know, me and my wife, we come out here, we we zone out and we be on some tribal stuff out here. Why would you want to feel like you are not in that that perspective? We need a new way to connect up, a new way, a new old way. Mix the new and the old. If you look at the movie Avatar, what was they connected up? They was connected. They all lived in a tree. Did they not? Look, they was all connected to that tree. They was all connected to that tree in such a way. Man, it was so beautiful. I mean, just the idea of it. It was just so beautiful. If that really exists, that it is so beautiful. I don't know who saw the Avatar movie. You know what I'm talking about. You said, I love that idea. I want to make my daughter one. Yeah, Bankstar, when you get a chance, link up with them. Yeah, we would love for you to come down and and put in some work. Bring the little ones so they can understand what it is to live culture. When we get set up, this is what it's going to be about. It's really going to be about that. But yeah, I was thinking about building a tree house. Look, man, you can do so much with a tree. You can build a winding look, every tree house, you know what I was thinking about? Having a winding staircase for the tree house. Y'all ever think about it like that? Yo, have a winding staircase where you just walk up to the tree house in a winding staircase. That's fire. Man, I'm thinking about a couple designs like that. And then from there, create the platform. Wow. Once you go up the winding stairs. What you think about that? That's some special stuff, man. Yo, stick around. Don't think I'm going crazy right now, but I want to say some stuff. I want to say some chants, and some of these words may be foreign to people. Some of these words may be foreign to people, but I would like to make it familiar to you. I would love to make these words familiar to you. All right. I only got about, I would say about five, 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes left. All right. But this is from the 141. And in the 141, we have what is considered to be the 99 names. Now, these 99 names actually represent 99 different positions within the body of resurrection. Okay. The body of resurrection. So you have the body of manifestation, and then you have also what is considered to be the body of resurrection. Okay. So the body of manifestation flows between the numbers 1 and 31. Like, for instance, if I ask you what's your birthday is between a 1 and 31 number. But the body of resurrection is the other 69. You get it, 6 and 9, or the other positive and negative 69 images. All right. Or I wouldn't call them images, but they represent archetypes of thought. Okay. Each one of them correspond with a certain, you know, node of higher consciousness. That's the only way I can explain that as well. And when we go through the 90-day water fast and cleansing, it helps us to familiarize ourselves with what those nodes represent, because in the 90-day water fast, we focus on each day. We focus on each day. But listen, all right, if y'all in here, state your name, put it in the comment section. All right. Let me share some thoughts with you. I'm in give y'all the 99 names. I'm gonna go over the first 33. I'm only gonna go into 33, and then I'm gonna move forward. Now remember, tomorrow is the new day. Shout out to Big Dog. What's up? What's going on, bro? Indigo, thank you. Thank you. Beautiful performance at Charlotte Rise Up. I want to say thank you, brother. Thank you for the performance. Man, thank you, Chief Indigo. Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you for your presence, bro. I'm here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Asha, look, Asha, man, get up with us. We are in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it is beautiful. We about to build, the idea that we have been talking about for years. We've been talking about this for years. Talking about building a community. We talking about having a holy land. We have this now. And pyramids, we're going to start building pyramids next year, and we're going to be looking for volunteers to help us build the pyramids. All right, but let me say these 33 names, and if you here with me, um, please follow along. And all you got to do is just say this, please. Say Ya Tawalu Kum. All right. So if I might say Ya Rahman, Ya Tawalu, you just say Ya Tawalu Kum. All right. So we're gonna correspond like that. And I'm only gonna do 33 names. And we're gonna do it like that. Okay. So if you hear, just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Okay. One, two, three, deep breath. Breathe out. Ya Rahman, Ya Tawalu, Ya Tawalu Kum. Ya Rahim, Ya Tawalu, Ya Tawalu Kum. Ya Malik, Ya Tawalu, Ya Tawalu Kum. Ya Kadus, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Salam, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Mumin, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Muhaimin, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Aziz, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Jabbar, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Mudakabir, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Khalik, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Bari, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Musawir, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Gafar, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Kahar, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Kahar, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Wahab, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Razak, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Fatah, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Alim, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Kabib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Basit, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Kafid, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Rafi, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Muiz, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Mudhil, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Sami, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Basir, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Hakam, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Adal, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Kabir, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Halim, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum, and Ya Azim, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Tuwalu Kum. If you listen, there's nothing going on. It's really quiet. It's really quiet. Now, I'll tell you a couple of these words. Um, when you said Rahman is compassion, so it's talking about bringing compassion in your life or for you to move with compassion, more compassion. Rahim is mercy. So you may show mercy and you may receive mercy. Um, Malik is absolute ruler, so you can rule over certain things. Hadus is for you to remain pure within your intentions. Salam is for you to have peace, which the source of peace rather. You're flowing from the source of peace. When you saying Mumin, you're talking about to inspire your faith. You want to inspire your faith once again. You calling on the spirit to inspire your faith once again. These are products of what the Dualu represents because Dualu actually represents divine manifestation. It represents to utter something or to think something and it comes into reality. That's what it really, the essence of the Walu, what it means. All right. So it's important. Like you say Aziz, you saying victorious. You saying to be victorious over certain things that are in your path. Yeah, Azizu. Azizu. That's calling upon these forces of how they move. You know, each like how should I say, man? You can say things into the universe and make these things solidify. That's the important power of what we have as messiahs. You know, this place that we have here is something that we spoke. It's something that we thought, you know? We thought about having land. We thought about having a place that we can build pyramids. We thought about a place where we can have tribal activities and we can do pilgrimage vacations and we can do holy traditional functions. We prayed and we thought about these things. And guess what? It dropped right in our hands. It dropped right in our arms. And what I'm telling you is that it's possible for you too. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your thoughts. Don't give up on what you feel that you know you can make manifest. Don't give up, you know? And we are perfect examples of that. If are there any comments or questions before I get off? Any comments or questions before I get off? Now tomorrow's a new year. We're getting up and we're watching the sunrise. If you would like to attend, um, just link up. Link up. We're going to be broadcasting. Oracle Yanis Lamel. She's going to be broadcasting tomorrow morning for Happy New Day. She does that from Monday through Friday. But what I'm saying is, it's the new year, so we're going to just link up anyway. We're going to link up anyway. So and then tomorrow we can just usher in a new cycle. We can usher in a new cycle. Now, again, just breaking it down, what I was sharing with the people is 392 days in a calendar as opposed to 365. It's 14 months. Now we deal with the turtle. The turtle brings us back to the 13, and 13 and 14 are synonymous. Even going back to Osiris, 13 and 14 are synonymous numbers. If I do 13 times 13, it's 169. And if I do 14 times 14, it is 196. Those numbers are still connected up. Same number. It's just scrambled up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy. I'm really happy that we really have something special. We have something special to look forward to. You know, we got something truly special to look forward to in North Carolina. And if you would like to help us build the pyramids, we looking for, carpenters. We looking for all types of people that architects, electricians. We're looking for people that have skills to do certain things. I think when we build the pyramids, we was thinking about certain ideas. Oh, we definitely going to have a water. It's going to be a jacuzzi around the pyramid. Imagine that. You go to the pyramid and it's a jacuzzi of sort of a Lazarus chamber around the pyramid. So when we do our chants and when we go around the pyramid, we are in the water so we can create and generate certain energy. For real. We can generate kinetic energy, all types of energy can be generated from the centrifuge of us moving in a circle around the pyramid. And then you talk about making a connection or healing yourself in a healing center. Yeah, this is where it's going to be done. You're going to see you're going to see the lame walk again. You're going to see people get healed in this place. You're going to see miracles happen. You're going to be like, wow, they must be doing magic there. Yes, yes, because the highest form of magic is love. The highest form of magic is love. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Any comments or questions before I get off? If Is there anybody in the North Carolina area? We are having a dinner. We are feeding at least 200 people on 12/21. On the 21st of this month, we will be feeding about at least 200 people. So if you would like to help us feed the people, volunteer your time on the 21st. That's a Sunday. Let us know. Let us know. We would enjoy your company. It's going to be on Reagan and Sugar Hill, right here in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. All right. So let me leave y'all with this. I want y'all to come home, yo. All the people, y'all know who y'all are. Please come home. You know who you are. Hey, man, I can't wait. I can't wait. Karen's Kitchen, thank you. 1221. Thank you. All my Atlanta people, Asha, you in Atlanta. Let me see. Asha, you're in Atlanta. Bankstar's in Atlanta as well. It'd be hot if y'all link up. It'd be hot if y'all link up. Yo, man. Uh, I felt ascension of the ancient ancestors. My fault. I'm just reading and seeing the comments like that. He said, "I'm here. Thank you. It was a prayer." Shout out to Chief Indigo. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy for us. Hope you're happy for us. Be happy for us all. Be happy for us all. Yeah. This is beautiful, man. That's all I gotta say. It's a beautiful feeling. It's really truly a beautiful feeling. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Bankstar. Uh yeah, it's a beautiful feeling. This is all truly a beautiful feeling. All right. So I'm gonna connect up with y'all. Tomorrow's a new year, a new cycle. 112 in the Codex. All right. Inbox me, link up. Y'all know what it is. Cool. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bankstar. Come home. All the people that know who y'all are, come home. Come home. Let's build shall own. Come home. Let's build shall own. Let's build a holy city. Let's build a holy village.